Your big idea may be stuck in park because it's too complicated. But don't worry, in this video, I'm gonna walk you through 4 steps that will push it into Drive. We're gonna make it to where your content is easier to understand, remember, and share. All right, play the intro. Simple equals core plus compact. If you don't remember anything else from this video, I hope you remember that. I'm gonna walk you through ways to make your content easier to understand. Because when people understand your content, they remember it. And when they remember it, they share it. And that's what you want, right? You want your ideas to lift off and get out of park, push down that emergency brake, and just like put it into Drive. I'm breaking down these proven concepts from the book Made to Stick. In the 1980s, the Army came out with something called the Commander's Intent to make sure that the unit knew what was critical to the mission, because everybody has a plan until they encounter the enemy. So when things get complicated, they knew what they were still out to do. Southwest Airlines embodied this when the CEO decided they would be the low-fare airlines. By doing so, it made decision-making a lot simpler. For example, if the flight attendants wanted to celebrate a birthday by announcing it to the crew on the middle of the flight, they could do that. It didn't add any cost to the airline, and they could still have fun doing so. However, if they were trying to decide on what to serve for long flights for a meal, and they said, well, right now we have chicken and steak, could we add a seafood option, a pasta dish, and maybe a soup and salad? Well, that added cost to the flight, so it didn't serve their intent to be the low-fare airlines. So that's how the Commander's Intent works. And that's really gonna start us off with our first tip, which is stick to your core idea. If you have 3 things to say, they're not gonna remember any of them. You wanna stick to your core idea. There's a famous quote, I don't remember who said it, but it's basically, a wealth of information leads to a poverty of attention. All right, so number 1, narrow it down, stick to your main point. And then that leads us into step number 2, which is to prioritize your information. So you've got that core message and you know what you're going to say. Don't bury the lead. Don't put it at the bottom of your message, your video, or your article. Make sure you start with that. Remember at the beginning, I said that simple equals core plus compact. That is what I want you to remember in this. So I've put it at the top, that's the lead. The reporters and journalists will use what they call the inverted pyramid to do this. They prioritize the information and what's most important they put at top, and then they support with additional details that you'll find at the bottom of the article or the news report. That brings us to step number 3, which is use information that they already know. If I were to tell you that a pomelo, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this right, a pomelo is a large citrus fruit that ranges from sweet and spicy to tangy and tart. It has a soft skin. It comes in colors that range from coral to yellow. Okay, like that's a very complicated description, as opposed to if I just said a pomelo is like an oversized grapefruit with a thick, soft skin. So those 2 messages are really telling you about the same thing. One goes into a little more detail with the color, but you're using what the audience already knows. You know what a grapefruit looks like. So now it's easier to describe a pomelo when you relate it to that. To make things relatable, use terms that they already know. And that brings us to step number 4, which is to make abstract language more concrete. What do I mean by that? So an abstract term is something that you can't see, touch, smell, or feel. If I were to say to you, we're gonna make sure that we are incorporating transparency into our day-to-day communications at the top level, compare that message to, we're gonna have 15-minute check-ins on a daily basis. Or even simpler, we're gonna have daily 15-minute check-ins. You understand what a 15-minute check-in, you know what to expect. The first one, I don't know if you're gonna meet with me for an hour, if you're gonna sit at my desk and tell me everything I need to do. It's abstract. So step number 4 is to convert abstract language into concrete information. And then I'm gonna finish with a 5th one, which is just a bonus, and that is just to stop. Stop. Once you finish your communication, once you've relayed your message, you've delivered your message, stop. Don't keep going. Even if it's you get it all down to a 90-second video, or you get it down to 3 sentences, don't keep going. It's not a coloring book. You don't have to continue filling the page. Make sure that you deliver your message and then you ease out. So with that, I will leave you with this. There are 2 ways that I could describe this message. Number 1 is that we have broken down a set of core concepts and foundational principles in the art of communication so that audience retention grows and they seek to strive to learn more. Okay, that is a very, very complex message, but I will leave you with this. I hope that this video has helped you make your messages more memorable. That's it. So if you like this video, be sure to click the thumbs up, share a comment with the most complicated instructions you've ever received at work, and please be sure to subscribe so you can learn more on your communication space.